Hey guys, hope you're well. Please, hope you enjoy this video. It's going to be about how I was able to make $1,000 trading the Nasdaq yesterday. So let's just get straight into it. This is my first time doing one of these videos, so please, bear with me. Mistakes will be made. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. So this was the first day of market open since America and Israel attacked Iran, bombing Iran. So they started bombing him on the Saturday, I believe, whatever. And then I was really bearish on NQ, but NQ hadn't opened yet. So I was going into Monday really bearish on NQ and bullish on gold. So we opened Monday morning at 10 o'clock my time, down here, forming that bearish end log. And then, as the hours went by, we had a couple hours go by, we were retracing into that end log. So that's confluence one, in a bearish end log. Confluence 2, we had the resistance behind the end log, which is this right here. That there. That is the resistance behind the end log, which is a lot more confluence for me to be able to take the short. So having those lined up, I need one more confluence, and that is equilibrium or OT of the range. This is the 1 hour time frame. I'll show you the 4 hour. This is 4 hour OTE. So 4 hour OTE just got hit. Which is awesome because it's just telling me that we're at a premium discount, or we're at a discount for shorts. So we're at a premium, I think, equilibrium wise. So OT is hit, resistance and log, and overall we're bearish, technical analysis wise, but we're also bearish politically, which is key. So the fundamentals are bearish. We're in war. America's in war. So anyone would think that NQ would just be dumping, which is what happened. So we had a manipulation to the upside, which is exactly what I wanted and exactly what I needed to retrace into the end log with resistance and OTE. I then entered off, I'm going to stay in the 5-minute time frame here, but I entered off of 1 minute break of structure. I believe the entry was a little bit late because I was doing other things, but it's okay when the risk to reward is like a 1 to 6, I think. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. So that was that. Entered off 1 minute break of structure. TP1 was down here, these lows here. It was a risk to reward of a 2.5. I wanted 2.5 to get to TP1. So I entered with two minis or two micros, and then took one off and left one running. I usually like to have a lot more micros, but because we were so volatile, I couldn't do that and risk the correct amount. So TP1 here, left one runner all the way down here, and like if I did have more micros, if I did have more contracts, then I would have been TPing down there. As we came down, like I would have TP'd here, and like if we're right here, I would have taken one off for sure, because I need money coming in with these funded accounts. So we edged TP down here. We actually formed an SMT, but SMTs, I just don't count them. I don't trade ES at all. I don't look at it. It's only there because it's 500, 130. It's the only reason it's there. So edge TP, which is really annoying. I then got trailed stopped, which was, why is trail stop gone? Trail stop was, it was about where TP1 was. So I still made like good money out of risk to reward of a 1 to 2.5, but it's a bit annoying how I could have made a lot more. But they're the stuff you just have to, get over. So we edge TP and then we got trail stopped. I don't really like using trail stops. I've never really got into them, but as I said before, I need to get these funded accounts like pumping. I need to get some money into them. So I thought no better way to just trail stop it and secure some profits. Turns out that was a great idea. I would have just got stopped out or break evened. So it was nice to see that I made the right decision. Another trade that I want to go through, which is pretty key, is this one. Little green circle there. So literally you can see the top ticks, coming into play right here. Bear with me. You're gonna want to see this, please. Bear with me. So the fact that we didn't take this liquidity as well is pretty crazy. This is some high time frame liquidity that like we're gonna want to take. I don't trade supply and demand, but I kind of have different names for them. And it's not exactly supply and demand, so just ignore that. I'm not a supply and demand trader. So we have daily lows here, which is like 3 months ago. We have daily lows here, and that's it. That's it. I really am bearish towards those draws. They're gonna want to get hit. This zone that I've got marked here in this green box is going to be disrespected. Which is, a time for another video. I don't want to give away or say too much in this one video. But this setup here was 7 in the morning, I believe. So New York session closed, and then it was kind of that 1 hour period where the market's not open, like between days. So obviously we're bearish with the war. Okay, like that's big confluence. The war. I'm expecting a massive dump. Somehow, New York session we ripped. I don't know why. I have no idea why we ripped. Maybe to just stop everyone out, but it works for me because it was a beautiful setup. I didn't take it, by the way. I should have, but I didn't. I should have, but I didn't. So the trade was oh shit. So it was equilibrium and then a 4 hour VPR, which is this box here. So equilibrium, no, yeah, equilibrium, 4 hour BPR plus this supply zone going across here. So like these zones, don't get too ahead of their names or don't think like this is a supply and demand trader because I'm not. It's also just use your brain. I mean, look at the chart, just use your brain. Is there nothing there? I mean, come on. 1, 2, 3, rip through, rip down, 4. So if we're gonna respect something, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, you have to anticipate we're gonna respect it again. You cannot say this is the time we're gonna disrespect it because it doesn't work like that. So we came into this zone, very high time frame. So I'm just gonna run through it again. 4 hour BPR plus a massive liquidity sweep. 4 hour BPR, 4 hour equilibrium, this supply zone here, liquidity sweep, and then the 1 hour time frame, like just a feather, nothing. So we hit it once we hit these liquidity is when the trade becomes like valid. I don't really like if we were to come, here and not sweep these highs, I wouldn't really like that. So once we sweep these highs here, that's pretty good. That's what I want because liquidity sweep is more confidence. So the trade that I would have taken is out of this is just a 1 minute break of structure. So I hope you got that. If you want, like rewind and get that because that is beautiful setup. Um, Even if we weren't bearish like fundamentally and with the whole war, I would have still taken that. That's gorgeous. So 1 minute break of structure. I don't want to find a 1 minute break of structure because I didn't take it. Um, because I didn't take it because once this level was hit, which I did have alert set for, I was asleep. I woke up at 7:30, so I woke up around here. Didn't check the charts. Checked the charts about 9 o'clock down here, so I got that green circle there. Uh, Entered, and then had something on, so I came back home. Had to hop on a call, and then I checked the charts again, and I was up like $100. I'm like, I'm just gonna get out. I'm just gonna get out. I wanted to get out because I just couldn't analyze the charts enough. We are gonna hit full TP, and it's a crazy risk to reward. Like if I'd entered when I should have, 1 minute break of structure. I mean, with wiggle room, you guys, like 100% we're getting a 1 minute. No, stuff that. 100% we're getting a 1 minute break of structure there. TP1, TP1 there, and then definitely for a swing trade. I would do this on my live account. I wouldn't do this intraday in the same day, but like a 1 to 13. So I wish I had taken it, but it's okay. So that would have been the trade, and because we failed to take these lows here, and we formed an SMT. I mean, who cares about the SMT? Like NQ wants to take these out. I don't care if ES has. We're looking at NQ. What does NQ want? NQ wants these lows. NQ is bearish because of news. We've come up for some reason. I don't know why, but we're gonna want to retrace and rebalance that and actually go where price wants to go. And I believe we intend to go lower, coming for these lows here. And then I got this here, but I don't really want to, be actually. Oh, you've already fucking seen it, haven't you? So I do think this level is going to be disrespected. I'll tell you one more thing. I do think this level is going to be disrespected because source. We've come in. We've got a lot of volume to the upside. Okay, a lot of volume. That's very key. So we respected it very well. We then, did some of this. When was this? January, when I got like kind of bent over. We then came back into the zone, not speaking liquidity. It's like, all right, that's okay. We're just forming some more relative equal lows. Like, hell yeah. We hit this. We were getting some good volume out. I was bullish here. I was really bullish. I got stopped out in I think like 2 trades or just one. And then we started coming down, and then we chopped around. And this chop could have been because of the war, and Trump saying he's going to invade and he's moving half his army over there. Like he was obviously going to invade. So chopping around, and then we've come back down. We're coming back down into this zone. But the fact that we chopped around after hitting this green box demand zone is telling me that we're just not getting enough volume out of it. That's crucial. That's crucial. We've hit this zone. We've respected it. A lot of volume out. We've hit this zone. Respected it. Not a lot of volume. So if we're going to hit this zone again, I don't expect much volume out of it if we come out of it. We could just, keep going down for a little bit, and then obviously overall we'll go up. But I do see this liquidity being swept. Even if this green box is respected, I 100% expect these lows to get swept. That's it from me. It was $1,094 yesterday, that NQ win. I should have taken that trade there, and it's my setup. And I learned today that when we have volume, my trades do play out. And in Asia session, we do have volume at the moment with the war. So usually I wouldn't be entering an Asia session. But if we're going to be moving, 1% in 3 hours, which is what I showed you, I believe, before, we moved, I'll show you again, we moved 1% in the first 3 hours of market open, then that's a lot of volume. That is a volatile market. So I need to remind myself that my strategy only works with volume and when it's volatile. And right now we have volume and we are very volatile throughout the whole day. You can see here that we are about to hit TP. What would this be? I don't know. We could make it TP1 to know. No, I'd be lying. This would be like TP2, TP3. We would have cleaned up on this trade, and that's the honest truth. Stop loss would have been here. It would have been like a 1 to 10, which is crazy. I'm yet to take a trade bigger than the 1 to 10, but I've had 2 occasions where I should have taken it, but I didn't. One was because I was sleeping, and then one was because of this. So hope you guys enjoyed. Please comment, criticize me, tell me what I need to improve, blah, 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 what you like, what you want to see. And I don't know if I'm one to kind of just be dropping a bunch of sauce on YouTube. I don't know if I'm going to do that. But this video, I'm telling ya, look at the chart. If you're at the end, you're a real one. This shit works. Like, have a fucking look on your charts, and you will see what I just showed you worked with the whole demand zone and respecting it. And then the moment we get less volume out, when we come back in, that's when I expect us to disrespect it because we failed to have a bunch of volume previously coming in. Okay? Trust. All right, guys. Thank you. Bye-bye.